Hey guys, this is Karan Shah from Bollywood Live, and we have the King Khan of Bollywood, Shah Rukh Khan, with us here today. His film Dilwale was one of the most spoken films of this year. It released this Friday and it has opened very well at the domestic as well as the international box office. On this occasion, let's have a chat with King Khan himself about the film and its success. Hello, Shah Rukh.
Hi, Karan. How are you? I'm good, yeah. I'm a little tired. When a film releases, there's a lot of work to be done running around, apart from the promotional parts, I think, post-production and things. So I'm just about recovering. I need another couple of 3 days of work on Dilwale, and then I want to sleep for a little bit. And now that it's opened so well, and people seem to be liking it all over, there were little issues with the theatres opening up and stuff. That seems to have resolved, hopefully. And the happiest thing for a filmmaker is when the film is seen and brought to people who it was meant for, So I hope families start going in and watching it with a happy mood that the festive season makes you be in.
The film's opened well, but the main question is, are you happy with the numbers that Dilwale has made till now?
I don't think the numbers would have been any different. I mean, my experience of being a producer, I know the numbers more or less. There's a set pattern of business. 2 films will come out, and I think we've done extremely well for ourselves, and so has Bajirao. And that is the kind of division that would have been there, because like I said, 2 different genres. This genre will have the popular appeal and rake in the numbers to begin with. Then both films will settle down to the kind of business and eyeballs that they both deserve, depending on who they're catering to. Ours is a more generic audience, everyone, the full family. Theirs is more, tasteful, and it's a beautiful film, I'm sure. So it'll have an audience which will, and historicals take a little while for people to seep into it while an entertainer is in your face. So yeah, we kind of, I don't want to sound as if we know everything, but the business is known to most of the business people who release films.
But do you think if you had a solo release, the numbers would have been better? Because the number of screens have been divided. So
100%. I mean, it's not rocket science to think that's how it is going to be, because now when people go, if they don't get a ticket for one film, they'll use the other, or they have a choice. Today we'll see this one first and the second one later, but not hugely. I don't think it would be a huge effect. I mean, I wouldn't like to quote numbers, but I know how much difference it would make actual to the total business. I mean, it'll be give or take 5-10% of what I know, but not hugely. It wouldn't be too much of a difference. But yeah, I wish we had a more happy release in terms of opening everywhere. We've had some issues, some sections, and I hope that's kind of died off now. So today it seems to be 80% there. Hopefully the next few days will get even, that is because the film should reach everyone. That's the whole point.
Your film's got good reviews and people are loving it. So does a good review matter to you and to your film?
I don't read all of them. I can't.
Obviously.
But if you want an honest answer, one, I think too many people review films now. So you can pick and choose which you want to read and like, and pick and choose which you want to ignore. Also now with social media and everywhere, you kind of get reviews from the people who are watching it. To me, that's become more important, more and more important. Not because, of course, this being a commercial film, always the public review matters more. When you're making an artistic film, when you're making a film which is more, I mean, and not niche in a bad sense that it is small, but niche in a special sense, like a cult film, or a Chak De is a niche film. If you're making a cultish film, then of course some of the critics do matter, because they might have more, at least the educated critics matter. But no, the reviews, for a film like this, the reviews are going to be extremely mixed. The artistic ones won't like it. The commercial ones will have issues, and when they gauge a film like this, they gauge it through the numbers. So it's going to be very, very varied. It's not going to be one plain ki sabko achhi lagi. And I think this whole star system, 2.5, 3, 4, 5, you have so many people reviewing films, you can pick the guys who are giving you 4 stars and keep it enough and think, inko achhi lagi. But no, to a filmmaker who wants to make the film that he or she wants to make, I don't think finally reviews matter. Now with the media, like I say, I think it does matter when you go get those vox pop immediately, or people, I have people from the theatre shooting it and saying what they're liking about the film, which is not a good thing. They're disturbing people in the theatre, but I think that matters more now.
But does a bad review ever, affect you?
I detest the person who's written it.
Okay.
I hate them. But that's personal. It's got nothing to do at a professional level. I'm like, what does he or she know about this? Come on, meet me next time. I'll tell you filmmaking. But no, it's not. It doesn't affect me professionally. Professionally, reviews can't affect you really, so to say. But personally, yeah, I mean, you're human. You get angry. Ki, kyun aisa likha? But I've never sat down to clarify with any critic.
Yeah.
I know all of them. I've never sat down. Why did you think so?
Yes.
I don't want to know why somebody thought so. It's their thought.
Yeah.
That's their opinion, and they have the right to say it. And it's my right to feel a little bad or good about it. Like, I don't get elated and call up a critic and say, wow, man, you like my film so much. Thank you. Love you. I've never done that. I would tell someone who sends me a message, Shah Rukh, I like your film. Thank you. But I've never thanked anyone for a review. So I don't think I can be unthankful for a bad one either.
Talking about reviews and reactions, you had told that, you know, your son Abram had seen the film and he loved you on the screen and his reactions also. So how much does that matter? And also, whose reaction mattered to you more, like the elder son Aryan's or the younger son's?
But the younger son, I mean, he's 2.5.
Yeah.
I wish everybody was watching the film with that thought, that as whenever they see Papa on screen, they're happy.
Yeah.
Everybody would be happy seeing Dilwale. Even the serious critics will be happy. Oh, I wish they were thinking like that. But no, you feel happy because I don't know what he's reacting to, but when he saw the film, it was a rough edit. We were watching it in Hyderabad, and it was longish, 1 hour 30 minutes of viewing. And my daughter was there, Suhana. And they were both sitting, and I looked at my daughter. I said, look, he's never watched the film for 1.5 hours.
Yeah.
And it's very loud, the screen is big, and the sound is not good. I think he'll get disturbed and he'll want to go. So I'm sorry, will you take him back to the room? I'll have to sit. So she was a little like, oh, I want to see the film and all. And then suddenly, that 1 hour 30 minutes passed, and he was reacting the most. He was jumping and shouting, and he went, ooh. Then he would say, Papa, the Kajal has come. It is the Kajal. It's the Varun. And he knows everyone, and you know he was, and we were quite surprised that he sat there 1 hour, 30 minutes, and he was reacting, laughing. Actually, he would hear everyone laugh. I don't think he got the jokes, but he would hear everyone laugh, and then we would stop laughing, and he'd still continue after looking. So it was fun to see him that he's happy and he sat through a film. And my kids, I asked them, but they I think the films are too close to my family.
Yeah.
So they get a little nervous themselves that if they didn't like something, is it what people don't like?
Yeah.
So I don't think their reaction also is now untainted.
Yeah.
They have a bias towards me.
Okay.
Plus they have a nervous bias that, God, I hope that part I didn't like, or I loved it. I hope people like it as much. I think there is a bit of, it permeates the nervousness of a film release to them also.
Okay. You've given 2 now big hits with Rohit Shetty. What, according to you, clicks between you both?
See, we are different schools completely. I've never done his school of cinema, to be honest. And perhaps he's never done my school of cinema.
Yeah.
You know, he makes really in-your-face, popular, over-the-top, action, romantic, and this one perhaps the most romantic otherwise, and maybe Chennai was a step in that direction.
Yeah.
His films are normally, you know, romantic action comedies.
Yeah.
So we both are from a different genre, and somewhere he feels I take care of the genre he's not used to. And I think he takes care of the genre I'm not used to. You know, I'm not used to that over-the-top comedy and, you know, some like, you know, Garibon ke Jackie Shroff, and he's got some madcap lines in the film. So I get like really taken in that, you know, who thinks like this? Who talks like this? You know, suddenly the way they say lines only in the comic scenes, I find them like, you know, that scene in Chennai where Kunjuri Kutti Kundi ko, Munjuri Kutti, who thinks like this? And it's amazing. It is an art form.
Yeah.
It's a different art form from what I'm used to. Very different from what Kajol was used to. So when I told her also, I said, we'll have fun doing it. And sometimes these things mix together to produce something which is a little more wholesome. And you know, when you're talking about a family entertainer, then this wholesomeness helps.
So the films open well, and after box office success is a success party as well. Are you planning a success party? And looking back, which was the first film where you celebrated a box office success?
Actually, I've never sat down and had a success. I think this whole success party thing is a little awkward.
Okay.
So I don't want to comment on people who do it.
Yeah.
I think success has to be shared by people who made the film, who at this point in time look like I'm looking, who need a lot of sleep. So Rohit looks like this, Varun looks like this, Kajol looks like this. So we all, and the production, don't even ask. So I think what we need is just to get together and say, guys, all went off well. And we are already in that mood You know, everybody's called each other. We met. I was with Kajol yesterday. So all that happens. But sometimes when I have a Diwali release, then it's my birthday, or you know, Diwali or something like that, and or an Eid function. So it kind of gets connected to that. But I've never really had a success party to celebrate the success of a film. I've never done that. But yeah, another 3-4 days, maybe next weekend, I'll just call everyone home. I did call them the other night also, but everybody couldn't come because everybody was tired and away and production was going on. But yeah, I'll just call the main office people and just have a dinner and say, okay guys, this one's over, we did well, congratulate each other and just be happy and hug each other. Yeah.
The year is coming to an end and you have 2 releases next year, Raees and Fan. Everyone's excited about it, but Raees and Sultan are clashing. Do you think there's a way out of that clash?
Yeah, I mean, I think we could shift, but I don't know the readiness of Sultan. Raees is now ready in Jan 20 days. And they're all friends again. Adi, Salman, Muzaffar is directing. Ali is directing it. So I know them all. And yeah, if mutually we can figure out a date that one of us goes a week up and down, we might, or we might not. Again, I feel both of them are little different genres. So they might not be too difficult to handle on a good weekend. You know, a good weekend like the 25th or Diwali or an Eid are good weekends. They're big cinema tickets, you know, at that time. So you can put in 2 films. Of course, the business gets divided, but then it kind of comes back to normalcy.
So talking about Sultan, you met Sultan himself, Salman Khan, yesterday, and it was an amazing show. We've seen the show, Big Boss. So there was a magic to that. Do you think that magic can be seen again on the screen?
I think magic of cine stars or rock stars or singers or even politicians is in the eye of the beholders, you know. I mean, I don't think Kajol and me have done anything special than we did 22 years ago. Neither do I think Salman and me do anything special. Yaar, bada maza aayega, hum kuch karenge na, magic ho jayega. We just come and be, actually. Yeah. So we were together for 4-5 hours. I think most of the script was like we didn't even rehearse. We're like, you know, just write it down, just give us a cue and we'll just say some jokes ourselves and take it further from there. Sometimes he forgot, sometimes I forgot, and we just said, and it was very easy. It was just just hanging out with each other kind of a show. Because also we didn't want to do any set pieces, which would make it look as if we are trying too hard. And we were just easy, and it took a long time. It was very far. And we chatted a lot. We spent 3 hours just sitting instead of shooting. And I think the production team was getting, come on, can we take a shot? Can we take a shot? Kajol was also there. So it was good fun. It was just good fun. And I've not seen it, but I hope it gets translated and people have fun watching it. Yeah.
Lastly, Salman had come to wish you on your birthday. His birthday is coming up. So do you plan to go and meet him, and also any wishes for him?
Yeah, I'd love to, yeah. 26th? 27th? 27th birthday? 27th. Yeah, I'd like to, yeah, if I'm here. I don't know what my busyness is that day. But yeah, Salman and me meet late night, so we'll still figure out a way to meet each other. Yes, I'll go wish him for sure. Or in the morning maybe, before I leave for work. And yeah, I wish him health, yeah. I wish him happiness. I wish him, you know, he's had such wonderful ups in his life, and equally really scary downs also. And I hope all of it gets sorted out. When you like someone, when you've known someone for so long, all you wish for them is some sort of satisfied happiness. So I just wish him that, and I wish him health, and that he continues to work the way he does, and does some good stuff for us to watch. So yeah, as a friend, that's all I can wish him, health and happiness.
Thanks a lot, Shah Rukh, for talking to us.
Thank you.
Guys, please do watch Dilwale in the theatres near you.